Testing, testing, one, two. Microphone, check, 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 check. What is going on out there? What is going on? Thank you for tapping in with me on this Sunday. What a beautiful, wonderful day to be on this side of the universe. Yes, it is. Man, I am so full of love, full of gratefulness. I am so full of life, man. Golly. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you. Yes, man. Listen, I am telling you guys, if y'all don't uh, agree to what I am saying about today is a beautiful day, each and every day is a beautiful day. Waking up on this side of the universe, man, I am so appreciative. I am very sort of appreciative to everything. I can't say that enough. I can't talk about that enough. Yes. How y'all doing out there on this Sunday? Yes. It's a gloomy day, but hey, it is a beautiful day. That's right. Yes. I'm tapping in here, you guys, on that other chat. How y'all doing over there? Hey, as y'all can tell, I've been on my road today, okay? I know y'all say out there in the universe, how this man come on live camera? Hey, I'm comfortable, right? I'm in my own surroundings. I'm in my own home, right? I feel comfortable, okay? I got my dad t-shirt on today. Yes, I am a proud father. Yes, I am. I'm a proud father of two reasons, right? For one, I'm a really proud father of some wonderful kids, right? I'm real I'm real thankful. I'm real thankful of all of my kids. I'm real proud of all of my kids. So yes, that's one thing. And number two, huh, just to be able to have kids to carry on your name, to carry on your legacy. Uh, I'm definitely proud of that as well. So shout out to all the parents, shout out to all the fathers, yes, all the dads, right? All the good dads out there. We don't get enough of praise. We don't get enough of, not so much praise, we just don't get enough of recognition. Okay. I have talks about this as well, in different groups and different things, in different, conversations that I speak on. I speak on us dads, really, really being proud of us being good fathers. Okay, it's some believe it or not, there's some kids out there that don't even have a father in their life. So if you one of those dads that really participate in your kid's life, has, if you one of them dads that's really has been a influence, a good positive influence in your kid's life, mm, give yourself a mm, Thumbs up, right? um, talk to with their kids. Okay, just listen, I'm gonna be in here for a second, okay? I got a couple of video clips that I really wanted to talk about. Very interesting, right? Very, very interesting. But when I saw this, uh, man, it just was it just was real powerful for me uh, to really hear this type of news, and it kind of fits along with everything that I be liking to really discuss, to really talk about. It's a lot of topics, you guys, that I really, really be wanting to talk about. And listen, it's just it's yes, it's just my opinion. So I would love to always have feedback on it as well. But it'd be a lot of interesting topics that I really be wanting to talk about. So some of it be controversial, right? And I don't want this not a channel to be to be like going back and forth with people that really don't know how to have a conversation. You know, any conversation, I believe anything that people have difference of opinion of or is, you can speak about it. It's a conversation, right? So this is what this channel about. You know, hey, I'm not always right, right? Uh, I know I'm not always right, right? So I love to get feedback and uh, in a positive way, you know, because I like to go back and forth with common sense and things that people sometimes really don't believe that it is common sense, right? I just I just give all of um, my comments or the way how I feel about certain things. I just go by off of just common sense issues. But in today's time, common sense is not really common no more, right? Man, look, I don't know. I know y'all up on this, but this is one of the best juices ever, right? Ocean spray, cranberry, and apple. I don't really drink a lot of juice or nothing. I just drink water. But this have apples and the green apples. I really like the green apples. So it got a lot of fruit in here, and I just love this, especially when it's frozen. I just love this, and especially if you don't drink anything else but just water, right? So listen, I do want to get into a couple of videos, hot topics, right? You know, hot topics. I'm gonna try to get into this. Okay, it's gonna be every now and then I spring some little hot hot topics that I really be wanting to talk about, hot subjects that I be really wanting to talk about, but they be so hot, right? So I bag up off of them, right? But I really like to talk about these tough stories, these tough things that we all go through in life. I really like to talk about this type of stuff. It's just a conversation, right? Should nobody get into their feelings off a conversation. Yes, yes. Things is just things is just really moving along, you guys. It's really um life is just really doing well, you know. It is it is a beautiful thing to really look at this look at this life in a bigger picture now. You know, this it feel good. Like, yeah, you begin to see. The older you get, you begin to see things differently. You guys, yes. Okay, let's get it. Yes. Yes, it is a blessing. You hear me? I'm talking about it is a blessing. We all know this. How do we treat each and every day? How do we treat each other every day? To really know and to really understand, that is the question. What do we know? What do we really understand? Is we really grateful of this thing called life? Okay, I am finna tap into this. I'm finna get to this story that I really want you guys to take a look at, right? This story. It's a lot of stories out here. Yes, it's a lot of things that we can learn from uh, if we be truthful to ourselves, right? It's a lot of things we can learn from out here if we truly be honest with ourselves to know what we really want, who we really are. You know, uh, we run towards these things out here, and I guess I guess either or uh, we love to gravitate towards things that's not good for us, or we really don't care, right? But you guys, it's a lot of stories out here that we can learn from and we can grow from, and it's in our best interest. You hear me? It's 1 2 microphone check 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 check. uh, let's see. Hello, check check 1 2. Okay, why it won't pull me back on there? Let's see here. There I go. Yeah, I like coming in here, getting on here, talking with you guys, and then it keeps me working on this. I don't because I don't have a lot of time to really work on here. So so when I do get a little time, I try to get up on here. Well, we in here 30 minutes or something. Um, yes, man, you guys. How was y'all weekend out there? For those y'all over there on that other channel, y'all saw a little bit of my work out there, what I was doing last night. And over here on this channel, I didn't put it over here on this channel. So I kind of wanted to uh put something on here on this channel so I could let the people on here know, what I'm into. Um, so what we gonna do here before I get to the clips that I wanted to show you guys, I'm gonna put a little clip out here with me and my young business partner. I'm gonna put this on this channel. Now over there on the other channel, you guys already got a little bit of the story because I post a little things. I'll be posting different things on that channel that I can post on the YouTube channel, but it just takes a little bit more. With that other channel, it's easier just to push live over there. Okay, so let's get the YouTube family, the YouTube people, introduced to this new little thing. Me and this new little adventure. Okay, me and my young guy. We actually finna start doing. So let him tell his little story. Like I said, you guys on the other channel, you already saw this. You're gonna ask. No, I'm gonna ask you questions. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. We is live. We is live. Okay. Here go my guy right here, Mr. Say Live. Now, can you tell me, sir, what is this event about today? What is going on today? All right, so today we at the Nest Community Shelter. It's called they're naming it the Emerald Gala. So this is a homeless shelter in Michigan City, and this is their first ever annual gala that they're going to do. And so this is a fundraiser, and these funds go to help them. They support, I think it's for men specifically. So it helps the homeless community with any kind of materials they need, supplies. But, like right now, the homeless community is bad right now. Yes, so it is. Yes, it is. All the money that they're going to raise for sponsorships, donors, all the money goes back to help the organization, help the cause, and then help try to give people the resources to help them. Okay, now you saying help, but you are also helping as well with your photo booth. Right. Can you explain that, sir? Yeah, so they booked my photo booth for this event, and so really, when people book a photo booth for these corporate events, it's for guest entertainment. But for them, is I give them what's called a branded experience, meaning I put their logos on the bottom of the pictures. So you get a lot of big name companies that's all like Source, which is Lipsco, and a lot of other companies. They come to these galas and they take pictures. And when they're done with these pictures, I give them what's called instant social media sharing, so they can instantly get these pictures sent to their phone and share it on Facebook, Instagram, X. And all these different platforms. And so that's free marketing, free branding for them, and it showcases their event because a lot of these higher end individuals, when they put those pictures on their social media, it opens it up to their audience. So they can see this event with the logo as brand recognition. So it's basically people are marketing their event for free. Okay, okay. So one thing I would like to say though for the people, can you just tell them where to reach you at if they want a booking or anything? I hear you. What you say? I said, can you let the people know where to book you at if, for any events or anything? Yeah, so I do a lot of corporate events, a lot of weddings. So you guys are having one of those. You see how sometimes my words kind of come out kind of low, and hey, I'm really getting used to this. Okay, I'm uncomfortable, you guys. So just bear with me when I'm doing these type of interviews and everything. Right, I am very uncomfortable. Okay. You can DM me on Instagram at Phenom Photo Booth. You can look me up on PhenomPhotoBooth.com. That's my website. So that's got like different packages. What's in the package? On the booking tab that shows you my pricing. A lot of my rentals start off at $700, so that's my base package. That's a 3-hour rental. Cool. I offer rents now. I just got a 360 photo booth. So you guys are having an event and you want your boy to come through. Because this is what I tell people. There's a lot of photo booth companies, but when they just photo booths, when I put my hands on it, it's an experience. So that's what y'all want. Make sure y'all hit me up. And yeah, I'm gonna take care of you. Hey, I love when you said that because there is a bunch of them. That's right. Okay, sir, man, young man, I want to say thank you for you was doing this for the community as well. Right. Yeah. So I really appreciate that. Listen, this is my young guy right here. Okay. Let them know we gonna be doing some things, big things. Right. Let them know what we shop. All right, workshop. Yeah. All right. So I was in a season of my life where I was laid off from my job. I had zeros in every bank account, maxed out credit card. My wife told me she was pregnant. Car broke down, my AC. Nah, I wasn't. I mean, you see how we all have a story, right? That's the funny thing about this thing called life. If you living, Okay? In this world, you gonna have a story. Right. You see that right there? No, nobody but me is going to change my story. Yes, that's a true statement. You know, I meet so many people, and um, the stories that I get from people, it just be so amazing. That's why I literally started doing these videos, and every time I say this and do this to people, they just smile, they just light up, right? They want to tell their story. Now I got to get a little bit better at it. Like you see how you see how I be having all of this stuff on here, like what I got my channel on here, my YouTube channel, RC Community TV. You see how that's in the way of Mr. Say Like Face? See, I need to figure out how to get all of that correctly. And that's what this young man, he's going to be teaching. He's going to be teaching how to actually video record properly. Okay. This is me doing it with no schooling, with no computer uh, skills or anything. Uh, Doing all of this from scratch, just me put my thoughts and my and everything that I know to use. Okay, so he almost done. I was down bad, right? And the only way I could make money was rent my photo booth. And so I literally had to figure out how do I use social media to the best of my abilities so I can get as many bookings as possible because I need an audience. And so I started sharing my story and telling people like, hey, I'm I'm down bad and I got this photo booth. I'm gonna rent this out to get me out of my situation. I'm not gonna fail. So I went on this journey of learning like how to do video content, how to create great content, how my content helps me stand out. And so social media exploded my business. So when I come to events now, people don't even ask me about photos. They ask me, can I teach them how to create content like I do? So if people are asking, you talk. Man, I had to edit this part out though. This I don't even know how I really got to this part. I thought I edit this one out, but I don't like how I got all the stuff on his face. You see that? I love the way how I got a creative mind for different things, but I just gotta learn, how to do it the right way. Okay, like not put it on the face, like put it in ways that is out of the view of the people, right? But like I say, hey, this is me doing this. I'm not a politically correct person. I just use my mind, my thoughts, and my imagination, right? And my experience of life. You know, I do this from the heart, you guys. The streets start back. They were telling me, hey, help me. So what I decided to do was I'm putting on a personal branded and content creation strategy workshop May 29th to May 30th at the Michigan City Police Department. And so I'm gonna show people my framework. And that's why I tell people other marketing companies they host these seminars, but they don't know the framework because I looked it. I created the framework. I created these strategies that help explode my business on social media. So y'all will not get this framework from anywhere else. So I'm going to teach you guys my personal framework, show you guys what I did to explode my business. But a lot of it was me sharing my story, right? Nah, that's a young entrepreneur, right? Humble. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. When I tell you humble, humble is all in this guy heart. Uh that's all he speaks. When he do things, when he say things, it's all in the name of just humbleness. And and I tell you, uh his spirit, his spirit is well needed out here in this universe. Even though he's dang, we trying to get out of the right? We're gonna take care of all of that, right? We actually gonna know how to really speak and bring it out here to the people in the way that I want to do it out here. You know, like I was speaking to a lot of wise people yesterday. this has been a passion of mine, helping the community, helping people, helping anybody, right? I have always been connected to this as a young guy. So for me to be an older guy, in the 50 club, right? Like I was speaking yesterday, I think I'm gonna start giving out the 50 club badges and awards, right? To the people that deserve it. Okay. Ah, yes. I have to always say that everyone out here believes we deserves different things, and we probably do, right? But you know, I believe you give the extra awards to the people who really deserve it. Yes, the people that it's some people that go out their way uh, to be humble. They go out their way to do good for others, like others do good for them. It's certain people that go out their way to be a good person, right? I I have been lucky to be around people that literally do uh more than enough to show their appreciation in your life. Uh I've been blessed to have people like that around me. And each and every day I'm in rooms, I'm getting in different places to whereas people really they are really humble and they are really appreciative of good people, of good energy. So we gonna be out here exploring this, you guys. We definitely gonna be out here. We really gonna be out here trying to put out different energy because it's so much different energies out here, right? Um, but it's not enough of positive energies. So me and the young guy say live, we literally building a community of good, positive people to come out here and do some work out here. I was around people last night. That's all they talked about. It was a charity event. That's all they talked about was doing the work, and they felt it ain't. It's one thing to say it, but it's another thing to feel it. And when you're around certain people to just talk, uh, but really don't feel, you know, you can see that when you're around people that feel that way, that feel that energy, hey, it's a different kind of feeling. And the reverend told me this. The reverend said, Rob, you have this way of thinking because you wasn't around those type of people. But when you get in the room with the energy, it's just humble, bunch of love, a bunch of people want to see people do good and better. When you get in that type of room, Rob, you're gonna have a different kind of feeling. And I must say, the Reverend was right. The Reverend was right. So what I'm saying to the universe is, it's people out there that feel the same way I feel. I know this because I connect with good spirits. So I'm here to tell the story and try to have a place where people that feel the same kind of energy and the same kind of love that I feel, I'm trying to get them a space to come and be comfortable about who you are or who you want to become, right? Because it's never late. It's never too late to change from who you once was, you know, to something better. It's never too late to do that, right? So okay, we in here 44 minutes, and yes, I do want to get to this story. It's actually two stories that I really want to get to make up for the other story, because this is very important, right? Hey, it's a lot of this stuff going on here in this side of the universe in 2025, right? Like I said at the beginning, I think a lot of people love this bad behavior, love these distractions, right? And it may be some people that don't uh that don't really kind of fully understand. But I believe with all this new technology, I believe with all of this new information out here, I believe with the stories that people see out here that other people go through, and they still choose to want to see what the other side is like, right? Or still choose to be in the behavior of that's not really good, for themselves, right? So for those people that don't care about all of this madness out here, hey, all I can say is keep keep praying, for a change. Keep praying to the Lord Jesus Christ, right? Because this is some bad stuff out here. Um, and it just amazes me how it's a lot of these bad stories out here. And I don't know. It's like it's bad in the world, but to actually have the information now to really be able to look at this stuff, this is pretty bad. Yeah, this is pretty bad. So we finna get to to this topic. I don't think I can find that one thing that I was looking for though. Okay, let me try to pull this up. Give me a second. The world is really changing, but it's not changing for the best. It's changing for the worse. So this information is out here for us to really look at. Okay. Listen. Now this here, man, you guys, this here is just something else. Now this goes out. This goes out to all the online daters, right? This goes out to all the people that dates online, right? uh, I couldn't find this one clip that I really wanted uh, to put out here in the universe. I couldn't find this clip, uh, but I'm gonna actually find that clip before I put out the other reaction to the clip, because all of this stuff that's happening in 2025 uh, is very this stuff is a mess out here, you guys. Man, I think the world, everybody needs to go to church and get saved out here. You guys, this is crazy. You know, yes. Listen, um, this thing called life has always been difficult, right? It's always been kind of difficult, but in today's world, the brainwashing, the boss women, the boss chicks, the boss men. Um, every time I'm on live, somebody has to call me. I'm on live right now. I have to talk to you here in a second, okay? Um, yeah, the boss men, the uh insecure men, the um how should I say, the beta men, the I don't know. I don't know. Man, listen. We better be careful out here, people. People, we better be careful out here. I believe everybody, especially over 50, everybody needs to uh go to church and give your life over to God. The right church, okay? But let's listen. Let's listen to this real quick. Now, for all you ladies out there, all the online daters out there, you better be careful. The gullible women, you better be careful. Now, this ain't even the slick way, right? This just a little bit of slick. It's a whole lot of slick going on out here these time and days. Cause please believe, I go through it every day talking to women. Okay, they slick, real slick, and they have no shame. They have no accountability. Right? That's really what I really want to talk about for the men and women. Shame on us both.
Different counties at the same time. Tonight, the park. There are no safeguards. Each county over counties did talk.
embarking on life's journey. But these three Florida women learned they were on the same journey at the same time. This is Henry's mugshot, which is the most recent and clear picture we have of him. Michelle married Henry in Hernando County in November 2022.
I met him on Match.com. We met in early November.
How soon did you marry Henry?
It was very short. It was very soon. It was within about 3 weeks span.
Henry was still married to Brandy. Married him in Manatee County that February. Brandy asked us not to show her face to protect her job.
I met him on a dating app. The first time I'd ever got on a dating app. He said all the right things.
When Brandy married Henry, he was still married to Tanya, who obtained a marriage license in Gadsden County in November 2020. Tanya asked us to blur her face because she's a domestic violence survivor.
Meeting him on a dating site and the way he portrayed himself, he sold the perfect person when in reality he was none of those things.
All right, Mr. Betsy, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to affirm any testimony you are giving the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
Michelle gave us cell phone videos of court hearings. Henry Betsy Jr. was arrested for felony bigamy last year after Tanya figured out she wasn't his only wife.
I just started county by county putting his name in, and that's when I came up with the marriage to Michelle and the marriage to Brandy.
She found me and she messaged me, and I had no idea that she was actually still married to him.
I'm just looking because it's so bizarre. We never get discharged.
The wives say marrying Henry was easy.
You go to the records division, you apply for a marriage license, they take your information, they take a copy of your photo ID, then we got married right there at the courthouse. No questions asked. There was nothing that was flagged in the system for him having already 2 prior open marriage license.
I did the paperwork and got married all within 15 minutes.
In Pinellas County, 2,000 people get married at courthouses each year. There is a 72-hour period for Florida residents. There is no required wait for people from other county. Clerk Kim Burke says Florida makes it easy to get married because the state is a big wedding nation.
Does it surprise
Man, you mean to tell me I've been doing all of this talking? That's why I don't like muting. I've been doing a lot of talking, you guys, and you guys ain't heard nothing I said. So let me replay that back. I said I was raised up around a lot of women, and which, like a lot of boys, when they grow up, they be around a lot of women. Okay. Now, some boys do not pick up the right signals, right? When they raised around women. I was one of the ones that picked up the right frequency, okay? I picked up the right frequency that the ladies in my life was showing me, okay? I picked up the game, okay? I picked up the game of life, the game of men and women, okay? I picked that up, and at first in my upbringing, I didn't know how to use the tools that I actually I've actually was around to understand, right? I didn't know how to use them the right way, so that's my fault, right? But it took it took me a while to learn literally how to really understand uh, women, how to understand myself, how to understand. Because first of all, it is you can't understand nothing if you don't understand yourself, you know. So, um, yes. Man, listen, you guys. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to get your life in order, to get your focus in order, to get your heart in the right place, to get your mind in the right place. Man, I tell you, it's a beautiful thing to do that. So I am here to tell, to bear witness to people, to let you guys know, man, look, you better get you some books out there. You better start getting you some earplugs. You better start tuning out this thing called life. Well, don't tune out life, tune out the world. Okay. Tune out the world, tune out the distractions. You better get you some powerful people in your ear to really listen to, positive people to really read each and every day. If you really want to really get up on this world, if you really want to get up on it, right? Get ahead of it, right? You have to do a lot of work. You have to do a lot of inside work if you want to get ahead of this thing, if of this world. You know, you can get ahead of this. Yes, you definitely can. You know, so let's listen. Let's listen. Let's listen to this lady. She's a game. Uh, mm, I don't even know what word I should use for her, because she's a very sophisticated lady. So she is way beyond just game level, right? Which is, it's a lot of players out there that's way beyond the game level, men and women. It's different levels to this. That's why you better be careful. Like that video we just saw with the man marrying three ladies. Man, there's some real game players out here. Hey, I know on that other channel, I'm going a little long today, right? I'm a little long winded today. I'm in good spirits, okay? Okay, let's get to this sophisticated lady. Tell us about us men, right? Let's listen to this.
About this high value men and high value women and all these things. A high value man is someone who's making over 6 figures. Nobody is.
Like Mr. House over here. Yeah.
But what is it that men do to become more high value than just their financial abundance and their height? How can they be a high value man, whether they have money or they have height or any of that stuff?
Have complete and utter self-control. And what I mean by that is you try and control your mind in a way that would lead to positive long-term outcomes for you as a man. If you get to the gym and you eat right, your long-term body will appreciate. If you save your money, you don't waste on alcohol and clubs, and your long-term self, who will be able to invest in I was going to say Netflix, not Netflix, NFTs and all that, whatever it is that businesses, your long-term self will appreciate that. If you're able to dedicate some time to some spirituality or something to disconnect from this world, your long-term anxiety will appreciate that. It has complete and utter self-control and makes responsible decisions that serve him in the long run is truly high value. Somebody who can resist short-term desires and short-term temptations for long-term goals. Who can shake a man like that?
Right.
A man who can resist having sex with every single woman because he doesn't want to get the wrong woman pregnant. Who can shake a man like that? Whereas a man with no self-control, any woman can distract him, any money can distract him, any opportunity can distract him. He is malleable. You can't be a high value man. So it's having an identity that's constructed on self-control that will make you high value. It doesn't matter how tall you are, how short you are, how rich you are, how broke you are. If you've got no self-control, you're unfortunately, it's very difficult to have self-control. If they can master it, they're incredible.
So looking for that quality and the partner they're choosing.
Self-control.
Not, okay, he's tall, dark, and handsome, or whatever it is these days. I guess women are more into like the skinny, like artistic guy, whatever. It's always like changing, right? But he's a certain look and he's got a certain amount of money. He's a high value man.
If he hasn't got self-control, he's a liability to you and your children. Yeah, and you have to remember that. So
what happens when you get in a relationship with a man who on paper looks like they have a great career, they've got money, they've got the car, they've got the house, they're put together, dressed well, groomed, perfect height, all these different things, great friends, great network, but they lack self-control? What will happen down the line?
If you lack self-control, it might look like indulging with other women. It might look like gambling your money away. It might look like eating and consuming the wrong kind of drugs or whatever it is. A lack of self-control will lead to a man down a path where he will no longer be able to recognize himself.
Wow.
Whereas self-control has a consistent identity from the day he's...
Now see, this kind of lady has so many layers, right? She has so many layers, and this is sort of like, I want to say the typical woman, right? But she's just more classier with it. But a lot of women literally has this type of way of really, she's out here. You see what I'm saying? She literally all women know how to control what they interest is. If they interested in something, they really know how to focus in on stuff like this, right? Now, my young boy, my young business partner, right? He want me to explore these type of subjects because I talk to a lot of people, and I give a lot of encouraging advice that has to do with relationships, that has to do with just pushing love and positivity out there. And and they really respect that. Like, I got a lot of young guys that really respect that. I respect what they doing far as taking care of they woman, taking care of their kids, and how they participate in their kids' life, and how they show up for the woman. And that's kind of my that's my kind of feeling. That's a feeling that I have. Let's put it like that. That's a feeling that I have that I'm very passionate about. I'm very passionate about uh, love. I'm very passionate about care. I'm very I'm very wise also to know that it takes a little bit more of understanding and conversation. You have to understand other people's conversations to really get the full impact of what these young people are feeling, right? So I try to tell them different sides to everything, but uh, also letting them know that it is a beautiful thing that they actually showing up for the woman and showing up for the kids, right? And in the process of talking to these guys, I am finding out that it's a lot of guys, it's a lot of boys and a lot of guys that's really um that that's really loving they family, loving they kids, loving they girls as they should, right? But where we losing at, we are losing the women's side of the passionate side that I see. I don't see the same passionate and honesty. I don't see the same when I talk to women, right? The way that I see in men. Men display a lot of care and love to the woman and to the family nowadays more than ever. So I don't know. It's something in change, something is going on, right? And that's something uh that's something I would like to talk about because I love love, right? But I love honesty more than anything in the world, right? So now this is honesty. This lady right here, she tells the truth. Let's get it. Let's get it.
We prefer men seek respect
Let's see.
Some people hustle to be seen, others hustle to disappear.
we prefer men
Hold on. I don't know how they gonna let me do this.
that seek respect over approval. Now, what I mean by this is we want a man who is looking to be respected by others rather than to be liked by others. And that guy, how we know he's somebody who wants respect and approval is not a yes man. He's not a go with the flow kind of guy. He will stand up for what he thinks. He won't like, are meant to. But if he thinks something, if he believes something, he's not easily pressured by his friends. He's not easily pressured by his wife. He stands up for, he has his own set of values that he stands up for. That man we respect. We prefer.
Man, that lady right there, man, she's such a wise lady. I love her content. I love her honest opinion about all of this thing called life. And Man, I'm telling you, the reason why I'm really touched by these type of topics because, like I say, I see a lot of young guys. I I mentor a lot of young guys that really love they girl, they kids. It's a lot of young guys that's like that, and I talk to them every day. I encourage them every day. Uh, uh, I don't know, cause it's a lot of this stuff, right? That you guys out there ain't ready for, right? Y'all ain't really ready for this stuff here. Hey, this stuff that I be studying, this stuff that I found, I don't think I was ready for it as well. It actually found me. So, man, I can't trying to find this one video. I don't want to put all of this out, but I do want to put this out here. Say, I'm going to be talking about this. I'm going to be talking about this because, like I said, it's a lot of these kids out here. These kids out here is really these kids out here is really confused about how all of this should work. So it's important that we as older in the 50 club, it's important that we try to help them see, the good in certain things out here, you know, but also letting them know the bad as well, because you have to be aware of the bad, right? Ooh, man, I don't know if I should put this out here right now, but guess what? Guess what? Nah, I ain't gonna put this out here right now. I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna do that right now. Okay, that later. I come. I come. I will come back to that right there. Okay, I think I'm gonna be out of here, man. It's been 2 hours, and you don't even be really ready. I be ready a little bit, but I don't be ready. Oh yeah. I don't want to put that out there right there either because I need something to bag that up. I gotta get I got to get the news on here to bag up stuff like this. It's so much stuff out here in the universe that's going on. Uh it's so much truth that's going on in the world. Yeah, we ain't gonna put nothing else on here. We just gonna
One thing I would say is sometimes men, because she's like not materialistic, they don't give her anything because, oh, she doesn't care, blah, blah. But really the fact that reward the person who's actually your money. You actually enjoy when they like your food, or you enjoy when you've got your thing. But when you enjoy providing for her, enjoy giving her and spoiling her and making sure that she's not got anything to worry about. But when he's not naturally masculine, he sees that as, oh, she's using me. So these two people always kind of ends of society that are not in their masculine or feminine. But one thing I would say, sometimes men
Yeah, I ain't got the clips right offhand. I see some clips that I want to hear, but right now I'm not gonna put that on here. We've been in here too long, so I ain't gonna put that on there right there. But yeah, it's stuff like this. It, it's stuff like this, right? That I love. I love speaking about. It's stuff like this that I love talking about. Listen, like I say, I I was raised around. Told you they always call me when I was raised around all women. Okay, I was raised around all women, so my level of how things go, far as men and women, are totally different, right? Certain people look at certain people get two or three different reactions, right? From growing up, right? You know, I took it a different approach on this whole thing called life. I took it a bit different approach on this thing that I have learned, right? And I'm gonna tell you that um yes, I had to grow, okay? I had to grow, but yes, I am very glad that I took the male uh the male approach to this, right? Because you have to be real and true to you more than anything in the world, right? So you don't compromise that for anything, right? You don't compromise you and who you are for anything. So it's just different levels to all of this, right? Is it wrong? Is it right? I would say no. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the individual. I would say no because I love some of my uncles that took a way back seat, you know, uh, to life, to family, to his family life. Uh, he took a way back seat to it. Now, was he wrong? You know, he probably wasn't wrong to him. You know what I'm saying? I just saw something totally different, and I felt something totally different. And still right now today at 52, throughout everything that I've been through in my life, man, I'm so glad that I was able to take a good approach to this thing called life. And now that I'm able to learn and see things a little bit more better, man, it's even more better, right? But today, it was just a little, I would say this was a test run to certain things that I would like to see how this channel, uh, I would like to see how the channel go. It's just certain things, but a conversation. We ain't doing nothing but just talking here. You know what I'm saying? Talking about different things that's happening out here in the world. Man, I got some shocking videos, right? I got some shocking videos. I got some shocking news coverage that I really wanted to put on here to back up what I was actually saying about all of this stuff, right? But I need to put the clips together because it's going to shock you guys, right? It's actually shocking me. I can't believe this. Like, I've always known, though. I've always known what I was saying uh, about all of this stuff, right? I've always known what I was saying was true. And I'm not gonna lie, it's scary. It's scary to know that you was telling the truth about some of these things that now you actually see that's coming true full circle, you know. Uh man, all I can say to end this video, men and women, we be honest and true to each other so that our kids can literally be better in this society. This is the first time that I done saw in the generations in society generations that the kids are about a lot of things. These kids, now you have some kids that's really and really know where they going. Though you know they still young, they don't know what's around their corner. But uh, I just believe we need a better understanding of real grown up uh, people out here. We need some real understanding out here because listen, I be on here listening to grown people on here, people that's connected with like stars, celebrities, people that's connected. I be in the chat rooms with certain people that's really connected to big things out here. And do you know they act so childish. They do so much of cricket things. They have so many cricket behaviors going on around them. And this stuff is happening on YouTube, right? YouTube is all the way live, you guys. That's another shocking thing. Like, they done made society be all into just this computer world. Like everything now is like computerized. So people that really had beef outside in the street, they bring it now on the computer, you know, on YouTube. Like this is just amazing, right? You know, so what I'm saying is, if you got older people that's out there and y'all got sense, if it's older people out there that got love in their heart, if it's older people out there that got accountability and not trying to brainwash or scam people, or, you know, if it's people out there in the universe that's feel like that, I really think it's not that many though, but it is some. It's a lot of us out here that's not telling the truth, and this has nothing just to do just about, you know, the relationship thing, because that's not even really, that's just a small little the iceberg thing, right? I just threw them clips up there because those are things that that's really need to be talked about as well. I really think before anything can get any better, we as a people, you know, your thoughts, what you believe in, what you read, what you talk about, what you study, I believe all of that needs to be corrected before anybody needs to be in any type of relationships and any type of anything. You have to get yourself together, people. A lot of people out here is not living the for real self of them. They not. That's my main goal. That's my main topic. That's my main situation, is people is not living who they really are. They living, they might be living who they want to be, right? But who you want to be and who man, listen, I was in a positive place yesterday. and just people talk. You know, when I hear people talk that's positive, man, you could just feel it. You could just feel it as that right there. That right there means something to me. That right there means something to me. Somebody's spirit, how they talk, what they speak about. That right there means something to me. That's the person that needs to be carrying the torch for the people that knows how to talk and speak through the heart, the people that has the spirit and the love for the people. That's what I'm about. That's what I'm looking for. Man, I'm in here an hour and a half. I'm in here way too long. And I did a couple of clips that might not have been right with the topic. But hey, I'm in here practicing again, right? I got 100-some videos and I'm still practicing, but I'm bringing y'all this realness from the comfort of my apartment, okay? From the comfort of my little home, from the comfort of my robe, my little dead shirt. I'm on here live, you guys, you know, speaking from my heart. If I could do it, you could do it, right? This what being on a different level brings you. It brings you the real talk. It brings you the real stories. It brings you stories, uncomfortable stories that people really don't want to talk about, right? Now, I have to get my lineups just right? But I want to come on here and I want to talk about some things. I want to talk about a shocking video, right? That's flowing around on, not just online, but I saw it in the news. This world we live in ain't telling the truth. It's not telling the truth. As y'all can tell, listen, the trial of the century is coming up, you guys. The trial of the century is coming up. Mr. P. Diddy himself, right? No Diddy. The trial of the century is coming up. So guess what? This trial coming up, right? Do you know? Can you believe what's all finna be exposed of what all could be exposed? Yes, a lot. And I'm here to tell you, I'm gonna be right here for it. This right here is finna show you guys how everything that you was taught to be like, things that we was taught that we ran out to go get, right? All of that, things that you was taught to be like. P. Diddy trial coming up. You finna see all of this been a lie. All of this been a scam. The people that work pulling strings put all of these people out here, put all of these distractions out here for you to follow, right? For you to follow. And now you done followed yourself to the end. Now you so confused. That's why the whole world is so confused. They don't know who they are no more, right? They don't know. God made us one way, right? We so confused now. We don't know who we are. That's why I say the best thing we can do is to really be true and honest to yourself. Who you are. Who are you? That's the best thing you can do for yourself. That's the best thing you could do for the kids. That's the best thing you could do for the community. Okay, this has been a very, very long live. I got off subject and off track, right? Forgive me for that. Um, this is something that we're gonna work on. We're gonna work on keeping me on focus, keeping my man. I'm supposed to have a show written down. I saw all my show written down. If I'm gonna be on the hour, I'm supposed to have that all written down. All of this I just do. So I ramble on sometimes. Like I say, this is no harm, no foul. These is just things I love to talk about. It's just conversations. I don't mean no harm to nobody out there in the universe. It's just a conversation that needs to be talked about. Things need to be talked about out here. Okay? Uh so So I'm gonna go and tap on up out of here. Thank y'all for the time. I know I went pretty long. Uh so listen, till next time, right? I put my face on this place. Today is Sunday, right? We got to start the work week back over. Yes. Yes. Get ready for the week. The work week. It's gonna be a nice week, I see too. Um, so until the next time, right? Y'all have yourselves a great work week, and I will tap back in on here very soon. You already know my saying: peace, love, and blessings. Not that one.